30 people lining up to be here. And they bring their friends. So there's a lot of energy behind this.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of word of mouth going on here. You know, I think during this last week, we did a little publicity, and they call up their friends, and they said, let's go down and watch these guys play some fantastic paddleball.
Well, I think what we're all going to find is this is literally the best paddleball in the world, and we'll have all the action for you of the semifinals and championship games coming up right here on BronxNet. So stay with us. We'll be right back with the action. You've got to be careful because play will continue. In case you're not familiar with some of the other rules in paddleball, you can only score points in your own team serves, much like in volleyball. Each player on the team serves before the serve is then turned over to the opponent. The first team scoring 21 points is the winner in our semifinal games. 25 points wins in the finals. You have to win by 2, and it can go longer than 21 points if we're tied, because you've got to win by 2. And of course, you'll realize during the play the teams alternate hits. Either player on a team can hit for the team, and of course, Rob, the main objective is to make the opponent miss so the ball bounces more than once. Well, Rob, we're getting set for this first semifinal round. A quick look at how we got here. You'll see on the court in the purple shorts, Anthony Fiorino and Frank Savino, who had beaten Tommy Martinez and Jesus Barreto handily, 21-1. And on the other side, Sal Esposito and Fredo Ramirez lost to Clarence Davis and Jimmy Gibson. Clarence and Jimmy in the black shorts, they won a real exciting match, 21-19. How do you see this game playing itself out?
Well, I think if Fiorino gets his serve going, it'll be a short game. But if Clarence and Jimmy live up to their strategy, hit the ball deep, and make Fiorino play a deep game, then they have a chance.
All right, well, we're just getting set. The players are pretty much getting ready to play paddleball. So let's get the semifinal action of the National Paddleball Association underway. The referee is getting set, and I think we're on our way. Again, the team of Fiorino and Savino in the purple trunks. Clarence Davis, you'll see practicing his swing right in the front court there in the black trunks with his partner Jimmy Gibson, who's standing off to the side.
It's important for Davis and his partner Gibson to get off to a fast start here.
Called a foul literally on the first swing of the game. The swing goes around the other way to Anthony Fiorino, an unusual serving style from the right side of the court, serving across to the left. Nice shot by Frank Savino.
Nice rollout by Savino.
I think the feeling is if Savino is on his game, these two are pretty much unbeatable. They come in as the #1 seed. Davis and Gibson is the #2 seed. The score is 2-0. We're underway at the National Paddleball Association National Championships here at Orchard Beach in the Bronx.
That one's a little short from Fiorino.
They come in as the #1 seed in this division, but they played in the final round of the New York City Open just about 6 weeks ago and lost to the team of Sastry and Cesario.
Sastry and Cesario, probably the best team in this tournament. Not many flaws in that team.
Hold on.
Well, now we're seeing the first evidence of an appeal. What each team is allowed to do, if they don't agree with a call, there's an appeal, and the referee will go from line judge to line judge and come to some consensus. Nice sport, this paddleball.
Yeah, they have to check with each judge and see what happens.
Anthony Fiorino and Frank Savino, pretty much a Bronx team, although Fiorino now resides in Yonkers. One of the things that Fiorino told me is that he didn't like his strategy in the New York City Open, but he feels more confident with a different partner. This time he played with Don Chiffon the last time. And this time he's playing with Frank Savino, a player he feels a little more in tune with.
And Savino used to be the partner of Robert Sastry,
who we will see in the next game. Savino serving now. Two-handed shot by Fiorino, and they're negotiating the block right now, which we had described early on. There seems to be some agreement here, and looks like Savino will take it over again. The team in the purple trunks, Savino and Fiorino, 4-0. You get 2 serves to put it in the center box. That first one was short. Savino just lays it in there. Trying to lull each other to sleep right now. Gibson picks up the pace. Clarence Davis on his game.
That's Davis's favorite shot, the overhand spike shot. At 44, Davis is the oldest player in the tournament.
Clarence Davis, a patient rep from Maimonides Hospital, hails from Brooklyn. He and Jimmy Gibson are a good team because they complement each other well. His aggressive style and Jimmy Gibson generally the softer of the two.
Jimmy very level-headed, good consistency.
Nonetheless, they're down 5-0.
There you go, kid. Nobody better than
And
you.
let's add one more. It comes down to 6-0, and Fiorino and Savino on a roll.
That's it, kid. Make me 1 point. Make me
I think
1
they get another point out of it. They're used to this sort of a rhythm because they won their quarterfinal match over Jesus Barreto and Tommy Martinez 21-1. Right now they're holding court here, 7-0.
And in the earlier game, Fiorino had all his game working, whether it be a rollout, power drive, or the serve.
There's your block right there, all in the name of protecting players from getting injured. As Savino shanked it. Actually, in that series, Savino held serve there, which certainly helps them out if they're going to get points from Savino and not Fiorino.
Savino holds serve. It's going to be very difficult to beat them.
Right now, it's Jimmy Gibson. Looks like the ball was out. He just realizes he made a mistake. Not much you can do. It's 0-7. Clarence Davis with the overhand power drive. Switches hands on the racket for the left-handed shot there. Savino taking most of the play.
And as you can see from watching, it's very important to be ambidextrous in this game because you have to switch hands all the time quickly depending on where the ball is hit.
Anthony Fiorino with that deadly serve. 8-0. They like the rhythm they've got going, and who's to complain?
Stay there. Stay right there. Stay right there. There you go.
They call the block again. You hear Fiorino talking to his partner, just keeping him right where he wants him.
Good communication between Fiorino and his partner Savino so far.
Fiorino is the more experienced of the players. Mark Kraft has given Fiorino the endorsement deal on the paddles, so his name endorses all the paddles. He is truly one of the best in the world. And they are on a roll that seems unbeatable at the moment. 9-0. 10-0. Keeping up the chatter, and they're keeping up the winning points.
That shot was long.
Gibson tries the slice, tried the roll shot, didn't quite get it, and hits it too hard. That's exactly what Anthony Fiorino told me before the match, is that both Gibson and Davis are hard hitters. And he said if they're on, it can work well. If they're not, just like you saw it, the ball goes flying.
When I talked with Davis before the match, he said that they wanted to keep the ball deep and low up the middle if they could, and they haven't been able to do that thus far.
This is Gary Axelbank with Rob Sales. We're here at Orchard Beach for the National Paddleball Association's National Championship Tournament, and we've really got a great crowd. And the other thing about the crowd is it's an enthusiastic crowd. They know the players, they know the game, and there's nobody laying back. Everybody's on the edge of their seat, really enjoying this.
Everybody's watching very closely, and it's a tight-knit community here in the Bronx.
We started out with 27 teams in this tournament. The qualifying rounds were held at Coney Island a couple of weeks ago, July 15th and 16th, on a real hot weekend. And now they've come back to see who's going to collect the winner-take-all $500 prize money.
Gary, it's pretty humid out there today, but these are well-conditioned athletes, and they're conditioned to play in this heat.
There you go, Kate. Play, come on.
Look at Fiorino exhorting his teammate, not wanting to give an inch, wanting to not let that momentum go. They've got the game, it seems, 12-0. Go ahead.
It's always been Fiorino's style to exhort his partner on, whether it be Savino or Donnie Schiaffone, who played in the tournament with him last year. They came up short last year in the semifinals to Godfrey Brown and his partner Glenn Lineker, a pair that we'll see later on today, matched against Robert Sostre and Sammy Cesario.
I like the intensity of Clarence Davis. He just won the point, stalking around the court. Obviously not a happy man, but he's totally tuned into this game. I looked at him before the match and I said, what do you think about facing Fiorino and Savino? And he just said, it's a good team, we'll do the job.
Clarence got started playing this game at a late age, 25 years old. He started playing this game.
But he's in great shape, as you can see. As Frank
It
said.
might look that good when I'm 44.
Well, you've got long to go, not me. Nonetheless, nice backhand by Davis.
Great exchange there. Here from the response from the crowd, urging Fiorino and Savino on.
They're pretty much the homeboys on this court, hailing from the Northeast Bronx, having played a lot in Morris